Okay, guys, I just wanted to kind of touch base because I have only really spoken with Shy and also Brandon because I have him in class. But I wanted to make sure that everybody's staying on top of their assignments because we are in the beginning of week 4 for this class. And so if I'm going to go through and show you for sure how you should be proceeding each week. And if you do not have the Adobe software on your computer at home, it is available in both BS219 on the Mac, and in 210 you can ask to use the software also. Those are the two areas here on campus. But this is the introduction to the multimedia degree, and hopefully you all have started your registration for the spring. If you need assistance, please come to me because I can help you with your class schedule the way that I know when classes will be offered and in the order that you should be taking them for the multimedia digital design or web design degree, either one. Also, if you're a social media marketing student, I can help you in that area too. But also the BA people can help you on that area. So I want to go through here and share screen with you so you can see this is what I was just getting ready, the announcement where I'll be posting this video. But then if you go back to the home here, you should be getting all of this done. This week 1 was where we had an introduction to Adobe XD, which is the software that's free to download even if you don't have the Creative Cloud. But then this assignment on proximity is really important. But at the beginning of each week, you'll notice there were instructions for you to follow. And so those, and what I want to really emphasize is that XD, you should be winding it up this next week or so, the lessons for XD, because your final project, I want you to be working on at least the last 2 to 3 weeks of the semester, and you should already know enough about XD in order to complete your project. And so that's the whole idea behind spending as much time with XD. And XD is a design program so that you can create prototypes, which a prototype means that it will actually work where you can demo it. And you'll be doing that in a video at the end of the semester. So this is where all the instructions would be. So for this week, you'll notice there was a graphics and alignment, and these topics here are the design principles: proximity, alignment, repetition. Then the one for this week is going to be on contrast, and you can see if you look at the instructions here that next week there will be an online midterm test. If you miss the time frame that it's open in, then you get a 0 for that test. It should be open like Monday through Wednesday, usually I do it. So there's a discussion on contrast this week. Please view the assignment on contrast from the design principles book. So in your yellow book, you should be understanding contrast now. And then this is where you should at least be here, but I actually want you to be more closer to the end of the lessons in XD this week. So whenever you get ready to do your project, you may have to go back and look at some of the tutorials in order to understand using XD. All right, so this week, that is week 4. And there is also a little introduction to InDesign here. And then your assignment is actually called Putting It All Together. And this is where you watch this video, you use these 2 zipped folders, and you create a document with each project. There's a Shakespearean newsletter and then a travel brochure. And you'll notice this is a 30-point assignment, so be sure that you get this done. Okay, so then week 5, which will be next week starting on Wednesday, that's when the midterm this is just actually instructions. Here is the actual midterm. And then you will submit a document that I ask you to create during test 1. And this is where you submit it for the points that are on the test. It says 0 here, but this is where you submit that document. If you do not, it's worth something like 10 points off the test. And then you also have your final project idea that'll be also due. And then Canva is a free piece of software that you can use when you don't have Adobe around. But the important thing that I introduced that for is there's some templates for an infographic. If you're not familiar what an infographic is, it talks about it here. And there are templates in Canva. The infographic is to be like an explanation of your actual app that you have your idea. So you create the idea, then look at what an infographic is if you're not familiar, but I know you've all seen them on social media. And Canva will help you with that, and it's a free software. So all your lessons in XD should be done during week 6, because then week 7 and week 8 is when your final project's due. So I wanted to kind of go over all that and make sure everybody knows where they're at and what's going to be required. So if you have any questions, please email me, come by and see me, whatever works best for you.